Hello everyone, it's Monika and welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you can see, I've got some elements prepared for another project. It's a card number 3. I've done 2 cards already. All 3 cards, they've got the same design, the same layout. It's just I use different paper collections for each of them to make them look different, because I had a last minute order and it was already late and I was struggling and didn't have much time to think of different designs for the cards, and my friend said, yeah, I like this one very much. So I offered that I will do all 3 of them in the same design, but I will pick different paper collections to make sure that they look slightly different. So I'm showing you right now that sometimes I use first layer, actually the matte, to cut out certain elements which I know I'm going to use later on in my project. It's like in a way of saving paper, and if you can do this, why not? So I'm placing my matte on a card base which measures 14.5 centimeters by 14.5. The matte measures 14 centimeters by 14 centimeters, and the layer measures 13.5 by 13.5. So every layer is decreased by 5 millimeters. So now, as you can see, I'm distressing the edges with my distressing tool, and I already added the foam tape under that layer for speed and to make sure that this video is not going to be way too long. As you can see, the video is also sped up a little bit, because sometimes I think that maybe the videos are way too long and I cannot really I don't know, somehow I cannot make those videos shorter, so I do struggle with that. So as you can see now, I'm showing you a border punch. It's my favorite border punch. I use often to create another layer, another dimension, and more interest to my projects. It's so easy to use it, and I think if you are struggling for time, then I think that's the best way to use border punch instead of cutting dies, because I think this way you can create something much quicker. So I'm snipping off those extra bits which I don't need, obviously, and I will add another piece. So I'm checking which side is the pretty side, because of course when you use border punch, the other side is not as pretty as the one on the top. So again, I'm snipping off that a little bit, and now I will probably need to add some foam tape, 3D foam tape, to give more dimension. And because this card will be actually given in a beautiful box, as you've seen at the beginning of the video, I don't have to worry about extra dimension. I can add as much as I want, and I love making cards in this kind of way to give more volume and more interest. So of course my doily again has some 3D foam pads underneath it, and now I added that circle which I cut out from that mat which is already on my card. So removing the backing paper from the foam pads, and need to adhere that to the left of my, it's actually the center of my card now. So you can see that this card already has so many layers and it's going to be nice and pretty. So I think now I can actually switch on some music for you guys, and you can focus on what I'm doing. If at any point you have any question regarding to how I did certain things, you can ask me in the comments below the video, and I will try to reply to every single one of them. So I hope you will like this project. Let me know what do you think about it, of course, and I hope you will enjoy the rest of the video. you.